I want to show you all the pharmaceuticals that have been prescribed to me since I began my cancer journey 1 year ago. And they said, you know, this will help your symptoms. Didn't address the cause. They gave me multiple medicines. You see how it's like a trigger? Like, and you become sort of like a dumping ground. Dumping ground. Dumping ground. Today, I actually get to throw these away. So we're gonna go inside my mirror. First, take a look at my mirrors. This is how I stay motivated. You know, this is my own motivational poster. I actually keep a dry erase marker in my toothpaste thing, so if I have like a moment of inspiration, I can write it down. Okay, come in here, take a look at this. Just like look at all of those. Boom. So these are all of the ones that they've tried to get me on. Let's just kind of take a look at what these are. This is pyrigidostigmine. This was for my MG, myasthenia gravis, and they said, you know, this will help your symptoms. Didn't address the cause or the root. It said this will help your symptoms. So we could throw this away. Prednisone. Prednisone. I know a lot of you out there are familiar with this, and I gotta tell you, I kept this. You know, I kept all of them, but this was the first one that I got off of, and I wanted to keep it because I liked it. And that's especially when you should throw it out. Now, it's not the same with naturals. Like, if there's like a natural stuff, if you're like, oh, I take mushroom and I feel great, you know, you should keep doing that. You know why? Because it's all natural, right? Prednisone almost got me addicted. So we could throw prednisone away. Okay, I don't even know what this one is. This is prochlorperazine. And here's sort of my thing is like I need to know everything that's in my body. Now I didn't believe that when I first got started. I learned that along the way because, oh, you know what, for nausea. This is for chemotherapy, nausea, which I never had because I fasted while I was on chemotherapy. And so I fasted the day before, the day of, and the day after, and reduced my symptoms to just about nothing. Never got nausea. Wasn't eating. You get nausea because you're full of food. So many benefits to, here's another one they gave me for nausea. Man, it's like, they're like, oh, by the way, this medicine that you don't really need because you could heal without it, as I'm showing you guys. This medicine that you don't really need is going to cause you to need this, to take this other medicine that you wouldn't need if it wasn't the first medicine. They gave me multiple medicines. You see how it's like a trigger? Like, and you become sort of like a dumping ground for pharmaceutical chemicals. And they're like, we got one. You know, now you need this, and you need this, and you need this, and you need this. Ondansetron for nausea. Never took it. They tried to get me to take it. Diazepam. This, I think, was like pre-chemo. It's like a pre-chemo steroid, I think. Brilinta. Oh. I wish I could tell you the stories of Brilinta and superior vena cava syndrome and going. What were the two drugs we went between? Like, we were on something before Brilinta. Gosh, I don't remember what the name was. But it was killing me.
Super expensive, and it was and it made you feel awful.
It made me feel awful, and it was brand new. It was like, here, this drug's been around. Brilinta's been around forever, and I didn't like this either. But they had a new one out that I felt terrible on. But they're like, you know, just wait it out. Because they wanted to get their drug in me. They had this new drug that they needed to prove they could sell. You know? I don't know if the doctors know that, but I believe that the instructions on top are like that. You know? Brilinta. I have so many painful memories. As soon as I see this, I'm really glad I can get rid of this. I don't have to see this every day. You know? The reason that I'm showing you this today is because I am off all of the pharmaceuticals that they prescribed to me. I'm no longer on conventional medicine at all. I'm not doing chemotherapy. And my latest scan results show more and actually very dramatic tumor shrinkage. So I am super excited to be fighting cancer 100% without any toxic pills, chemicals, or pharmaceuticals. Look, if you or someone you know has cancer, you're in for a battle. The doctors in the medical system are going to strongly urge you in one direction and offer no information or even knowledge in another direction. The direction that the doctors are going to push you in is surgery, chemo, and radiation. They're going to tell you to eat whatever you want. Don't lose weight. There's nothing you can do. Hey, besides this, there's nothing you can do. That will lead you to depression and death, baldness, and there might be some of you that need chemotherapy because there's just a lot of cancer. The other challenge that you're going to have is the metabolic therapy model, right? Which is the integrative oncology. It's alternative treatments, primarily focusing on non-toxic ways to treat cancer. So you've got medical system is going to do it one way. Well, you say, hey doctor, what about metabolic therapy? They're going to go, what? What's that? Fasting? What are you talking? Keto diet? What are you talking about? They're not going to know. But if you go to an integrative oncologist, they're going to know all about chemo. They're going to know all about surgery. They're going to know all about radiation. And they're going to know all about fasting for cancer. They're going to know all about metabolic therapy. They're going to know all about keto. They're all going to know about plant-based diets. They're going to know about mTOR and IGF-1 and all the things that you need to know to beat your cancer. So I want to encourage you, if you or someone you know has cancer, to speak to an integrative oncologist. Talk to the Care Oncology Clinic. Contact Dr. Jake at Integrative Medica. Call them and talk to them and find out what's the best path for you. And remember that on our blog, we are covering all sorts of great content on how you can beat cancer. But I did chemo. I did chemo for 10 months. I'm getting better and faster results without it, and I feel stronger, right? Even though I look like crap today, because it's cleaning day. I have the strength to clean. You know what I mean? How many cancer patients couldn't even clean if they wanted to? So go fight the good fight and win against cancer. And I want to see you safely throwing away your pharmaceutical drugs because you're 100% natural. We'll see you next time.